what is your money trying to show you? So when we're stuck in that daily grind, your money is going to reflect. What is it trying to show you? That is a great question to ask when you're trying to break free from this cycle. So we teach the right money skills, knowledge, resources, so you can create this calm in your money life. So calm in our world stands for confidently aligning life and money. So how do we confidently align where your goals, your values, your life dreams align, where your money supports it? And when life throws at you, all this stuff at you, remember these 4 R's. And you'll see it on there as well. So here's the 4 R's. Recognize, respond, reflect, and reframe.
Hey there, my friend. Welcome to the Powerful and Passionate Healthcare Professionals Podcast. I'm your host, Sabrina. I am a cardiothoracic surgery PA with a background in public health and neuroscience. I'm also your peak performance coach. I had to say no to working extreme long hours where I was always on call and feeling exhausted, underappreciated, and undervalued, and said heck yes to a life and career that elevates my energy and passion without compromising my health and sanity. Now, I'm on the mission to support ambitious healthcare professional like you with a demanding career to become a confident leader who are living purposefully and fulfilled to truly be both a powerhouse in your career and a passionate person in life. Let's start our journey today.
We're gonna have Miss Annie Book with us, and she is having 15 years in financial advisory, and she really helps women who are specifically physicians in professional setting to understand money better. Because we work hard to get to where we are right now, and we are trained to be really good about getting back a salary, having a good financial base. But as life changes, there's divorce, having kids, retirement, and when you really want to pivot into a new business venture, what does that going to be look like for you? And if you don't mind, introduce yourself to our audiences and give us a little feedback on that holistic life assessment I give to you. So as many people know, if you have watched previous sessions, that all the speakers are taking this assessment to find out how can they truly be better elevated for their own life to create that harmony. Because no matter how much an expert we are in this one specific area, we always can leverage our strength more and also look at things we might not have looked at for a long time. And because those things could be something that's our hidden roadblockers. All the key components of life are intertwined. So let's grow together. So Annie, please take away.
Thank you, Sabrina. And I just want to pause and say thank you, Sabrina, for coordinating this amazing summit and really bringing together these incredible speakers who have just been providing such powerful words of wisdom and guidance. And I'd also like to take this moment to express my gratitude to all of you out there in healthcare you guys are always dedicating your time and your talents and your passion to helping others. And especially right now, thank you for being you and showing up for the world. So as Sabrina said, I am a money empowerment coach for women, and I help women in medicine in particular whose personal finances have been turned upside down from the stresses of life. And I teach them a new way to rebuild their money with confidence. And I did take the assessment, Sabrina, and I loved it. And it wasn't a surprise to me, the areas that I had slacking a little bit, especially these last 3 to 6 months as we've shifted with everything. And the one that I need to refocus on was definitely around health and fitness and being more active again. So I appreciate all the amazing tips on how to be active, how to be moving, especially when we're so often in front of the computer now. So I started this money journey, like Sabrina said, over 15 years ago. But what shifted for me was a phone call I received late one night. It was 2 a.m. The phone rings, of course, startles me awake, and nothing ever comes from a phone call at 2 a.m., right? So I looked to see who's calling me, and surprisingly, it was my friend Tanya, who's never called me at that hour before. And I answer him, what's wrong? Are you okay? And immediately, Annie, that's it. I give up. I can't do this. Gary was always in charge of all this. The ink ran out, the paper jammed. I can't remember the passwords. Now I'm locked out of my bank accounts. I had this deadline for the divorce attorney. And hey, where'd you go? Did you mute yourself? Talk to me, girl. What's going on? She gets back on. Yes, I'm here. And all I could hear were the tears pouring out of her. She had reached her breaking point. She was calling me from the bathroom floor. She had the fan on. The water was running so that she didn't wake up her kids. She was about to finalize her divorce and had spent the entire weekend trying to figure out what the heck was going on with her money. And between being locked out of her bank accounts, sifting through stacks of paper, and her printer running out of ink, she discovered something that tipped her over the edge. Her ex had accumulated over $50,000 in credit card debt that she had no idea about. Now, in this part of her life, just like all of you, she was remarkable. When she was in work mode, she put on that white coat. She was confident. She was in control. She had the entire alphabet behind her name. She was so well respected by her colleagues. She was viewed as one of the most kindest, generous, caring individuals you'd ever meet, right? But in this part of her life, when it came to money, she felt like a failure. It was messy part of her life right now. She didn't know what to do. She constantly worried. She lacked that confidence to do it on her own. She felt like it was all out of her control. She didn't want to deal with it. And on that day, she felt like she was losing her grip on everything that she had worked hard for. And before we hung up that phone, she quietly whispered to me, Annie, how do I clean up this mess? How do I even start to put all the pieces back together? I feel stuck. This divorce has turned my money into complete chaos between work, the kids. I'm exhausted, and all I want is my life to just calm down. So Tanya was my friend, but I had been working with hundreds of physicians and very successful women in medicine just like her in similar situations. And I thought to myself, is this a pattern? How many other women were going through this, right? How many other women were feeling this way? So I dug into some research. I interviewed women across the country, asking the real questions, digging even deeper, trying to better understand why successful women were struggling when it comes to personal finances. I wanted to figure out the connection. So over the last 15 years, you know what I found out? That Tanya's experience was not unique, that most professional women were struggling with this. I knew I needed to create a solution to help women out of that state of chaos and into a place of calm with their money. And yes, I had been coaching women for years with the same problems, similar problems. And yes, I had been helping women with their money as a financial planner, but not in a way that regardless of what life throws at them, that they can feel empowered with their money, which is why I created my Money Healthy Framework to teach women how to transform their own money from that feeling of stress and worry to a place of calm and confident. I believe every woman deserves to feel that confidence and the security with her money no matter what. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to take you kind of behind the scenes and show you the exact money framework that we teach our clients so that you too can feel more empowered to make the healthy financial decisions no matter what's happening in your life. I love the quote, "It is not what happens to us, but how we respond to it that matters." And when we go through life constantly reacting to all the things happening to us, it results in our money life always being in that state of chaos. Have you ever felt like you go through the day rushing from one task to the next, going from one patient to the next, putting out fires one after another, not even stopping to eat or drink throughout the day? And then you rush from your shift, pick up the kids, then grab dinner, and on your way home, right? And then you quickly feed the kids before any major meltdowns. Then you get them to bed and you log back in and you catch up for another couple hours on charts, leaving you feeling stuck in this exhausting daily grind. Can any of you relate out there? So let's dive in. You should see in the Summit packet the Healthy Money Framework. First, we must understand that money is an underlying current that flows into every other aspect of our lives. Okay? In other words, every decision you make is somehow connected to money. So it's critical to create a healthy money plan, a healthy relationship that will then positively impact every other aspect of our life, such as decreasing clinical shifts. I know a lot of you out there want to decrease your FTE, want to decrease, maybe shift out of clinic into other areas, but you're not sure what to do about the money piece of it. So let's talk about how we break that life money chaos cycle that you may be feeling stuck in. So it starts with all these external influences and how they're having impact on you. How are you internally processing everything that's happening in your life, in your career? How are we thinking about it? How do we feel about it? Which then leads generally to a state of chaos. And it's so normal on a day-to-day basis that we don't even recognize that we're in that state. But what happens is it starts showing up in our money. And for most people, they are stuck in that cycle. And your actions. So actually, I want to take a second and let's take a second to ask yourself, what is your money trying to show you? So when we're stuck in that daily grind, your money is going to reflect. What is it trying to show you? That is a great question to ask when you're trying to break free from this cycle. So we teach the right money skills, knowledge, resources, so you can create this calm in your money life. So calm in our world stands for confidently aligning life and money. So how do we confidently align where your goals, your values, your life dreams align where your money supports it? And when life throws at you, all this stuff at you, remember these 4 R's. And you'll see it on there as well. So here's the 4 R's: recognize, respond, reflect, and reframe. So those are 4 very important R's to start shifting from chaos to calm. So we want to recognize what is influencing us, who are influencing us. So we can now consciously make that shift of how we internalize that. How do we feel in response? So that you can recognize it more quickly, respond, and then you're able to reflect what money skills, what knowledge, what information do you need to be able to realign and take more control back over your life and your money. So let's take one of my coaching clients for an example. So Sarah was a passionate hospitalist. And after training, she loved being at work. She was excited to see patients. She was proud that she finally made it after all of her hard work. I know many of you can relate to that. And she could really start making a difference. She was really feeling at the peak of her career. But after a few years, she too started to feel stuck in that daily grind. She was on the verge of burnout. She was exhausted all the time. She would get frustrated at the smallest things. And she constantly felt guilty for not being with her children more, for not getting all her charts done before she left. And you know how it was showing up in her money? She was spending a lot more on takeout dinners. She found herself buying her children a lot of stuff that they did not need and spending so much more on last minute trips because she didn't have the time to plan them. And later she realized it was also because she wanted to get away from the stress of her daily life. Everyone out there is telling you that's what you signed up for when you chose a career in medicine. And I'm saying that's BS, that you get one life to live and you can feel fulfilled with your service in medicine and enjoy life outside of those hospital walls. It starts with breaking this money cycle, taking back control of your money. So what we teach from chaos to calm is our 4 C's in creating a healthy money lifestyle. 1 is clarity, 2 is control, 3 is confidence, and 4 is having the right cash flow strategy that empowers you. So I'm going to give you 3 simple yet powerful questions that you can start answering right away to apply and break free from the money cycle in your life. 1, what are those financial worries that keep you up at night? You have to really identify, what are you losing sleep over? It may be different for your significant other. It may be different for your friends. So really identifying and being clear on what is it that you're worrying about. Number 2, if you could change one thing about your life and or your money, what would it be? This helps you to know where to start focusing first. And 3, the third powerful question is, what is stopping you from making that one change? And this will help you to know what roadblocks do you need to break through. So after Sarah went through, answered those questions, after we went through and really created her healthy money through the money calm process, she was actually able to increase her savings while paying down debt, traveling more, all while we decreased her FTE. Sounds amazing, right? So one of the most common questions I get is, Annie, will you help me break that cycle so I can become more confident with my money and start enjoying life again? And the answer is yes. Yes. Every day I teach women in medicine how to do this. So I put together my 7 best kept secrets as a gift for all of you in this summit. And what it is, it's an e-guide full of quick, easy 5-minute money exercises that you can do right away. What it does is it helps you to take simple yet powerful steps to regain control and feel more confident again. And what that means is that you can start to break that money stress life cycle quickly. It means that you don't have to feel stuck forever and stressed and overwhelmed. And we made it easy for you. All you have to do is grab your phone, wherever your phone is right now, grab that phone, text 7, the number 7, 7 secrets to the number 33777. So 33777. Just text 7 secrets and we'll get you that free gift right away. So whether you have been stuck in that life chaos cycle in the past, whether you're currently living it right now, or you see yourself heading in that direction, then grab that free gift. Read through it. Apply one of those exercises, one a day for a week. Those 7 secrets will help save you time and frustration and help you take steps forward. Gosh, could you picture a day when you wake up excited because you get to spend time doing what you love and knowing that your money is taking care of you? Picture a day when you enjoy going to work again because you want to, not because you financially have to. And picture a day when your best friend calls you up to make plans for that long overdue dream vacation that you have talked about for years. And instead of saying that you don't have time, you get to say, heck yes, let's do it. I'm in. I would like to leave you with one last personal story about why I am so passionate about working with women in medicine. So in 2012, my life changed forever. My son was born at 25 weeks. And as a micro preemie, I was told he was a big micro preemie at 1 pound, 15 ounces. And as I watched him fight for his life, I felt everything was out of my control. I was so overwhelmed and consumed by fear. I laid upside down in Trendelenburg for days on end on what felt like this bed of hot coals from that dang mag bag, praying to keep that baby in as long as I possibly could. This was my on the bathroom floor moment. And you know who picked me up off that floor? The women in medicine, just like all of you, who came into my life during the most terrifying, chaotic experience I have ever been through. And the only reason my son is alive today is because of the dedication and the sacrifices and the commitment that all of you have gone through to become the incredible healthcare professionals that you are. And we all have specialties in life. For all of you, it's medicine. For me, I found it's money and empowering women around money. You put your personal lives aside to save my son's life and countless other lives every day. Now, this is how I get to pay it forward to all of you. Through my coaching, I get to be amazing women in healthcare, amazing specialists. I get to be their money specialist so that all of you can be your best self in and out of that hospital. So thank you guys so much. Sabrina, I appreciate the opportunity to spend this time with all of you.
That was so powerful, Annie, both from your story, your friend's story, and it just that when you truly find out what you're attracted to, that passion, that clarity, and that skill, right? All of us have a genius within us. So when you find out that skill that you have, and you shine. And then I see that in you. I see it from the time that we know each other together. And I really love the talk that you delivered for us today. And I definitely saw the nuances and how we can relate to you in this situation. And then what is the phone number again? So if you don't mind, just quickly say it one more time.
Yep. So you just put in there 33777. And then you just type 7 secrets and it sends it directly to me. And then I can get you the 7 secrets. So
awesome. So the phone number is 33777. And what you text into that number is 7 secrets. That is awesome. Easy to remember. So grateful for you to be here with us.
All right, my friend. How did you love this episode? Make sure to subscribe to our show so you can continue to build your positive intelligence for that beautiful mind of yours to live powerfully and passionate. I know this is just the tip of the iceberg. You probably have a lot more questions on actually, how do I implement those things into my own life? Well, this is the solution. Joining us inside the private Facebook group, go to facebook.com/groups/Powerful Passionate, where I go live weekly to answer any questions that you have and continue to put more resources for you to help you to get to that point. You can be both powerful and passionate, where you're no longer working on any mundane work and truly focusing on the things that matter. You can be both powerful and passionate, where you can overcome any mental roadblocks keeping you from success. You can be both powerful and passionate, where you feel energized from the moment you woke up to the time you go to bed. Join me, and together we can create a life where you can be both powerful and passionate.